जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान. So we have reached Lanka Kand, and in Lanka Kand we have reached the Doha number 80. So we stopped at Doha number 80A, and now we are going to continue forward from there, and we'll see the grand entrance of Ravan, right? That is amazing. Matlab, I do not know. Yes, he had a lot of flaws, but the austerities and the devotion that he showed towards Lord Shivji, and while the battle also, the integrity he is going to show is quite remarkable. So, कहते हैं ना, त्रेता युग में और कलयुग में the villains are very different. यहाँ पे the villains stooped down to a level which is unimaginable. In Treta, being a villain was also like honorable. मतलब आप उनको जी कह के भी बोल सकते हैं, right? So over here, we left with a thought. We built a chariot, and then Ramji was like कि ये chariot जो जिस इंसान के पास में है ये सब, right? We talked mostly about the intangible stuff, right? All through the description, it was all intangible. There was no mention of a tangible thing, right? So probably it speaks volumes कि खुद की शुद्धि करना, being pure in ourselves, is so important. Why? Because purity pleases the universe. सच में purity within and without pleases the universe. जब इंसान सरल होता है ना, प्रभु प्रसन्न होते हैं, right? When somebody is humble, down to earth, very pure, there is no kapat, there is no hypocrisy. God, the universe, the creation, everything bends towards him. We'll see. And when this happens, ये जो tangible चीजें हैं ना, automatically they come to serve. So this is the beauty. So the Lord says, Maha Ajay Sansar Ripu. Sansar is always Ajay, right? कितने लोग इस संसार से, संसार चक्र से मुक्त हो पाते हैं और संसार से जीत सकते हैं? How many of us have been able to free ourselves from the cycle of life and death, from the cycle of Moh Maya, from the cycle of the sansar? So it is always Ajay. Most of us don't even realize that we are playing a losing battle. We are fighting a war that we are losing. We don't realize it. मन में यही होता है कि हम जीत गए, और हर जीत में हमारी हार होती है. Because every win takes us away from the truth, that divine truth. So Maha Ajay Sansar Ripu, जीत सकई सो वीर, जाके असरत होए दृढ़, सुनो हो सखा मथि धीर. So जिसके पास में ऐसा रथ है, ऐसा chariot है, which we talked about in great detail, he can win any enemy. The biggest enemy, that is the sansar. The asakti towards the sansar can also be won by him, right? And saying this, we witness, right, in Tulsi Baba's Ramcharitramanas, we witness the entry of Ravan from one side, and the joy of the lords is also described, joy of the devas. So कहते हैं कि यहाँ से Ravan is entering, वहाँ से the devas have filled the entire sky, because whether we know it or not, whether we feel it or not, we are never alone, right? Danav hai, Daitya hai, there are so many things which are surrounding us all the time without our knowledge. So over here Shivji says कि I was also present, I was also a witness, I also went to watch. जितनी बार प्रभु अवतार लेते हैं, we know, right, it is not only one Treta Yuga, it is a cycle of Treta Yugas. We discussed the age of Brahmaji and the number of Treta Yugas that are. So that is only in one universe. So many Treta Yugas happening in one universe, right? And these many Treta Yugas happening in other universes, which are uncountable in number, every time this battle takes place, with I'm sure a bit of a variation, because if the Lord keeps playing the same play again and again, he'd get bored. So there might be a slight variation here and there. Every time the play is shown, there are some evergreen movies, isn't it? Which you can sit and watch 1,000,000 times and not get bored. So over here, Shivji said, I also went. The Devas also went, and they were a witness to the battle which is going to take place. Ab se pehle, the battle is between whom? Shivji's Mahabhakt Ravan, right? And his God, his Lord, the one who he admires, the one who he appreciates, Shri Ram, right? So both दोनों प्रिय होते हैं ना, भगवान भी प्रिय है और भक्त भी प्रिय है. And this is a battle for Shivji to witness, because he will not miss it, because the battle is between his divine devotee and the divinity himself. So everybody is gathered, the stage is set, the battle is going to begin. Shanknath ho gaya, sab ho gaya. So Uma कहते हैं, now he is talking to Uma, right? Another humble reminder, all our scriptures invariably are a dialogue between Uma and Shiv, Shivji and Parvati ji. That is the discussion that is happening. She is asking questions, he is answering. हर जगह आप देखेंगे. So these are this, look at, when I stand in awe actually when I look at Shivji and Ma Parvati. What a divine couple, right? And they are an inspiration to us. When two people meet in this sansar, right? Be it husband and wife, when two people meet in this sansar, the journey should be towards yoga. Yoga is what? Not yoga, right? Yoga is the union between this entity and that entity, right? So both of them come together, the husband and the wife, they come together in the sansar, they walk the entire life together, and the walk is a march towards the divine or towards the self, right? And look at Ma Shivji, Ma Parvati and Shivji, both engrossed in Prabhu Bhakti. हमेशा चर्चा किसकी? राम की. चर्चा किसकी? कृष्ण की. चर्चा किसकी? भगवान की. There is no other discussion, no other topic between the two of them. So such a beautiful, blessed. That's why कहते हैं ना, many girls go, I have noticed, like, अभी शिवरात्रि भी आ रही है, and सोमवार में people go and offer jal and doodh to Shivji. Many fast for a very good husband. All these things happen. So in their mind, probably they don't have it, but maybe a divine husband like Shivji, who is lean in Prabhu Bhakti, should come, right? Because unless and until like two legs are walking together in the same direction, the journey is not possible. So this should be incorporated. So Shivji and Ma Parvati ji are talking to each other, and he says, you know what? Hama Uma rahete hi sanga. When all the devas gathered, right? कहते हैं ना, all the devas, all the rishi munis, everybody. There are various levels in existence, right? We can see our frequency, can see and match only a certain level. There are lokas above and lokas below, right? And these great sages, when they leave their body, they go to an other lok, right? Bhu bhwa swa ke pare, there are various loks, right? So they go to these other loks just because their body as we know it does not exist. That does not mean that their existence is finished. So from the various loks, just imagine, they have come down to watch this, or come up to watch this, the battle of a lifetime. I won't say a battle of a century, a battle of a lifetime for them. Probably a battle of a lifetime for Brahmaji, right? So Shivji also went, and he said, Hama Oma rahete hi sanga dekhat Ram charit ranaranga. Because I wanted to see Ram fight this battle. Uma happened to be in the company and witness Sri Ram's exploits, replete with martial zeal. अभी तक प्रभु को मुस्कुराते हुए, हंसते हुए, very rare did we see that, that angry, not even angry, it's a very controlled anger he has, that, very staunch form. So he said, I wanted to see it, where the hair flows and the battle is there. He's perspiring and ekdam se sweating, and yahan se wo तीर छोड़ते हैं, and क्या the movement, मतलब it must have been mesmerizing. When we look at these things in the movies and the kind of art they show, it is mesmerizing. So जब ये real life में Shri Ram ji in the battlefield must be quite a spectacle to watch. So everything stopped. I wonder if the sun and the moon also stopped to watch, because who would want to move from that place? Ab Ram ji finally ran mein utre, and look at Ram ji. In spite of having the maximum potential, the strength, he always is the last to enter. ये हमें ना बच्चों को और हमारे को अपने आप को सिखाना चाहिए. The other day I was sitting in the class, and we asked the children to label the verses so that it is easier to open and shut, right? Open and follow. So 2 brothers were sitting, and the younger brother's book I looked at, and I said, okay, give it to me. And I said, so beautifully done. And genuine innocence, right? The elder brother said, yes, that was my idea. I did it and he copied, right? So we always want, and I said, very good beta, amazing idea. I saw your book also, but always remember, don't be rushed up to take credit, and कोई बात नहीं, उसको credit मिल रहा है ना, be happy that your idea is being appreciated, right? Ram ji kabhi bhi, he would never take the credit, he would never be in the forefront, just like Hanuman ji, happy achieving what has to be achieved silently. आजकल कितना शो शाह होने लग गया है ना, everything is done so loudly, so vocally, and that is what sells these days, but that is not the norm of our scriptures. Silence is appreciated. आप कुछ भी करो, when you are doing it with your right hand, the left hand should not know, right? So this kind of and when the hands are doing, the feeling that I have done should not come, because we are just nimit matra. So now when the battle has taken place, the battle is going on, so much has happened. Now we are inching towards the end of the battle. That is when Ramji comes forth. कि चलो ठीक है, and अभी भी Ramji is not going to fight. He is not going to fight yet. अभी भी उनको लगता है कि it's okay, let the others fight, no problem. Even when it was the time for him to pick up the bow, if we remember, he did not go till asked. Last में, let everybody try. कोई जल्दी नहीं है कि I should be the first, I should be recognized, I should be known. My power, मैं तो 1 second में before it starts I can finish it. Why? Let everybody have a chance. So the Lord over here is still standing behind, and Ravan comes in. Everybody is witnessing. The Lord is talking to Vibhishan. He's still standing at his place. The battle starts, and what happens is, as soon as Ravan comes in, he starts shooting. He starts, attacking. And because Ravan is there, even the demons have a lot of confidence कि अब तो रावण आ गया और कोई बचा ही नहीं था. To be very honest, और कोई बचा ही नहीं था. Everybody is gone. Nobody is left to lead the army. So Ravan came. तो रावण ने भी सबसे पहले वार नहीं करा. But then chessboard में भी ना, the king does not move forward. That is okay. So Ravan is there, and over here Ramji is there. तो दोनों सेनाओं में ना, there is a lot of जोश. The leader is, the followers are as strong as the leader, right? So look at them. यहाँ पे राम खड़े, यहाँ पे रावण खड़े. Now the battle is going to be of the equals, if I may say that, or I may not. I don't know. दोनों खड़े हैं. So the zeal is so strong. But over here what happens is the monkeys, the Vanars, monkeys would be the wrong word to say. All the Vanars rush forth. Bhalu, Vanar, Sab. And the destruction they cause is as if Prahlad's Lord, Narsim, has come down. सोचो, नरसिम्ह अवतार ने कोई अस्त्र शस्त्र हाथ में नहीं उठाए थे. सो ओवर हियर ऑल्सो वानर भालू के पास में कोई अस्त्र शस्त्र नहीं थे. उनके पास में प्रभु पे विश्वास था. एंड द वे दे वर क्रिएटिंग अ तांडव, इट फेल्ट एज इफ Prahlad's Lord Narsimha had taken multiple forms, and he's dancing around in the battlefield, ripping apart, tearing, red eyes, And the description over here is a bit little gruesome, where he cuts off the stomach, pulls off the intestine, wraps him around, throws it around, and so much of vigor in the battle that they were walking forward and running, and it was like the demons just cried out loud. They could not control it. They could not even imagine where did the strength come from. Sudden strength, sudden gush of strength. When you're comparing somebody to Narsimha Avatar, you can imagine the strength and the rosh, the anger that was there. कहते हैं ना, ये प्रभु प्रताप से होता है. It is said, glory to Sri Ram, who can actually convert a blade of grass into a thunderbolt. But let's not stop there. And a thunderbolt into a blade of grass. ये प्रभु की शक्ति है और कुछ नहीं है. The sooner we accept it, the sooner we understand it, the better it is. त्राही त्राही बंद करो. Don't gloat when the achievement is super. And don't go into a shell of depression when the failure is unimaginable. प्रभु है, लीला है, it's a play, it's unfolding. And this is very essential. Pause. That pause is very essential over here. The pause that even over Shivji took. कि glory to Sri Ram. क्या कहते हैं ना, जय राम जो त्रन ते कुलीस कर कुलीस ते कर त्रन सही. So he can convert a mere blade of grass into a thunderbolt and wait. ज़्यादा time नहीं लगता for him to convert a thunderbolt into a blade of grass. Namo, 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 jhuko. Be humble, be grounded, be down to earth. It is a warning. It works both ways. And right now, it was like, just imagine, and we had talked, I don't know over here or not, but in Gita, Arjun won the battle, right? But later on, he could not protect and fight against the people from the village. And सारी गोपिकाएं उठा के ले गए वो लोग. What was it? वही बाण था, वही अर्जुन थे. अर्जुन भी वही, the bow and arrow the same, the valor the same, the strength the same, the knowledge the same. What went wrong? What went amiss? समय. कहते हैं ना, समय से डरो. That's why our scriptures always say, when the time is good, give. When the time is bad, Prabhu ka naam lo. There is nothing beyond it. And just imagine when Ravan saw all this, the destruction that the Vanars were causing, he would not remain quiet, right? Usko bhi laga, so he took out his bow, he took out his arrow, 10 arms. So, har arm mein, 20 of them, right? Har arm mein, he's shooting. And suddenly when he fitted the arrows, all the Vanars suddenly realized, suddenly ab to Ravan samne aa gaya, ab Ravan se kaise ladenge hum? And they tried again, they went on. इसी के लिए कहते हैं ना, blade of grass to thunderbolt and thunderbolt to blade of glass होने में time नहीं लगता है. And they had to push back again. They moved back. And at that time when they were just shouting out, कि now Ravan is at the battlefield, we need support, उस समय Lakshman, he did Naman and Sri Lakshman came forward. Adi Sheshnag himself came forward, and when Ravan looked at him, he said, I wanted you. I have been looking for you, you killer of my sons. है ना? See, कहीं ना कहीं रावण जब इनसे लड़ रहे हैं ना, in his mind, that loss is already set in. When he is fighting knowing that this person has done this, that person has done this. That baggage he is carrying has not gone. So he is not free while he is fighting the battle. लक्ष्मण को देखते ही बोला तुमने इसका वध करा, इसको देखते ही बोला तुमने ये करा, now I'll avenge you. So कहीं ना कहीं the balanced thinking has taken escape. Right? So now he is fighting. So Lakshman ji is again standing over there, and the description of the battle is so beautiful. The battle is the battle of the equal. राइट. तो यहाँ पे इन लक्ष्मण ने मारा, रावण fell down, he got up again, he shoots at Lakshman, and whatever is being shot at, when we look at Ramcharitraman, Ramayana and Mahabharata in the series also we see, right, the weapons are destroying each other. So ultimately the war is not going on, it's still the war of the equals. At that time Ravan takes support of whom? Brahmaji, the creator. And what he does is, he shoots an arrow which strikes Lakshmanji, and Lakshmanji falls down. For a moment, he falls down. And when Lakshmanji falls down, Ravan ko lagta hai ki let me just lift him and take him away. So Ravan himself goes and he tries to lift Lakshmanji. And to his dismay, this delicate looking Lakshmanji, the depiction that comes to my mind is, yes, very, very strong, but very, very delicate at the same time, lying down, with his red cheeks, flushed red eyes, beautiful skin, lying down there. And this Ravan, just imagine, the description of Ravan comes as if he's like a mountain with arms and, all that. And he tries to pick, he just wants to scoop Lakshmanji out and take him away, but he can't. हिल ही नहीं पाते. Can you imagine? And he's wondering, ये क्या हुआ कि I am unable to pick up Lakshman ji. ऐसा क्या है इसमें? What is it that I am not able to pick him up? And he tries and he tries and he tries and he tries a little more. उत्ते में who comes? Hanuman ji comes and he pushes him back. How is it possible for anybody in the right mind to think that Lakshman, that Adishesh, जिसके सर पे ये सृष्टि टिकी है, what is our earth? Not even a speck of dust. Not even a speck of dust. क्या उसको कोई उठा सकता है? क्या उसको रावण उठा सकता है? Is it even possible? हमसे भी यही भ्रम हो जाता है कई बार. We also feel, right? हम लोग कई बार हमें लगता है कि हम कर गुजरेंगे, पर कहाँ से? And always remember the weight of ego. Ego makes a person powerless. जिसमें ईगो है थोड़ी सी भी, जहाँ मैं है वहाँ हरि नहीं, और जहाँ हरि है वहाँ मैं नहीं. इसमें तो मैं कूट कूट के भरा हुआ था. There was so much of मैं. He was so weak. Ego renders a person so weak. Can he lift somebody as selfless as Lakshman ever? That's why कहते हैं ना, it is just a momentary thing. Just because he was able to take the help of Brahmaji, the creator, and push down Lakshman, that did not make Ravan stronger. And this was a reminder कि तुम किससे लड़ रहे हो? अभी भी समय है, तुम मुड़ जाओ. Even now at the battle, they are telling him there is still time. तुम लक्ष्मण को नहीं उठा सके. ये सृष्टि को संभाल के खड़ा है. Right? Every time कहते हैं ना, when Ramji during the wedding, this episode never leaves my mind, कि जब वो, it was time for Ramji to lift the bow, right? So what Lakshman did was, he stood up and he put his legs firm. कि अब ये मेरे मस्तिष्क पे ये सब होने वाला है, that divine is going to lift the bow and मैं कहीं हिल नहीं जाऊं. अगर मैं हिल गया, if my head moves, everything is going to fall apart. So he balanced himself well कि I am not going to move. तो इस लक्ष्मण को, आदिशेष को, जिसने सब कुछ अपने मस्तिष्क पे एक टिका रखा है, उसको कौन हिला सकता है? So Ravan tried and tried and tried, but he couldn't. At that time came Hanumanji and beautifully a big box on Ravan's face, and Ravanji, for a minute, Ravan just fell down and lost consciousness for a minute, and then he gained control and he stood up. And when he stood up, the beauty that caught my eye over here is in Ramcharitramanas, is when there was this blow, and when he stood up again, the demon fell down, and when the spell of the swoon was over, and consciousness returned to him, he began to admire the monkey. He admired Hanuman. Wow, kya strength hai. This is how we are supposed to be in life. Even if there is a blow on us, even if we fall down, be gracious enough to admire the opponent and say, well done, kya hai? But what happens to us is bitterness, revenge. मेरे साथ ऐसे कैसे कर दिया? Jealousy. No, even in the battlefield, he's alone standing there with his army. Everybody is gone. And yet, he has the focus. And this is what again and again tells us कि देखो, इसी के लिए शायद after the battle, Ramji said, Lakshman, go and learn from him. There is so much he can teach you. Not for a moment he said, oh my God, how dare he? No. He said, wow, Hanuman, you are strong, amazing strength. I applaud your strength. That is the thought that went on in his mind. And the second he looked, the minute he got up, right, and he turned, what did he see? With so much of ease, Hanumanji just scooped Lakshman in his arms and flew away. Again he's standing. कि मैं जो उसको इतना भी हिला नहीं सका, I could not move Lakshman even this much. And he has just picked him away and he's flying away and taking him to safety. How did this happen? See, this is what, and he's amazed. And the beauty is over here also, he's admiring the power of Hanuman ji. देखिए, इसी के लिए कहते हैं ना, भक्त की जो शक्ति होती है ना, you can never compete with a true devotee of the Lord. Because in front of that true devotee, even the Lord is willing to be carried around. His orders, his words, they don't weigh as heavily as the words of the devotee. कहते हैं ना, दुनिया की सारी दौलत एक तरफ और प्रभु भक्ति एक तरफ. If we go to a fakir and we ask him, क्या मिला तुम्हें? आज शायद 2 दिन से तुम्हें किसी ने रोटी भी नहीं दी. कलयुग है, right? रोटी देने से पहले भी लोग सोचते हैं, before we give food also we'll think whether he deserves to eat that food or not. अरे खा लेगा तो खा लेगा. तो then what happened? बोला अरे यार फकीरी हूँ, फकीरी कर रहा हूँ. There is no greater bliss, no greater joy, no greater wealth than the name of the Lord. And that is the power of a fakir, a devotee, a true devotee like Hanuman. जिस शेषनाग को, जिस लक्ष्मण को nobody could think of moving, he just scooped him away like it was feather and went to Sri Ram, placed him there. And the minute he placed Lakshmanji there, Ramji said, Lakshman, get up. Don't forget your strength. Don't forget your power. Don't forget why you have taken birth. Get up, Lakshman. And just by the words of Sri Ram, the effect of the Brahma Astra vanished and he stood up again. And this time when he went to the battle, it was not easy. And this time when he went to the battle, he was full of attention, because right now the word Ram, Ram, Ram was etched in his heart. Here the chariot was broken. There the charioteer fell down. Dham karke Ravan fell down. He became unconscious. His soldiers came and they took him away to safety. And the battle ended for the time being. होता है ना, they used to follow rules. Even then कभी लगता है ना, there was a decorum that the battles followed. The time, कब शुरू होना है, कब खत्म होना है, where are you allowed, where are you not allowed, who is going to fight whom, everything was mentioned in those days. When we go down to Dwapar, we'll see that it became less. And Kalyug में तो कुछ है ही नहीं, ईमान धर्म कुछ बचा ही नहीं है, right? So over here, they took him, and when he gained consciousness, right? When he came to himself, he said, oh my God, ठीक है, I need more power, ये नहीं हो रहा है. If Lakshman was able to render such a blow that I became unconscious, Hanuman, I could not do much about. And he shouted while Hanuman was leaving, he said, what strength are you talking about? You're talking about my strength? You're praising me? No, I don't have strength because you're still alive. I couldn't kill you with my blow. That means you, a burden on earth, I could not kill with my blow, so I have no strength. Don't praise me. And he went away. He decided to have a sacrifice, right? कि यज्ञ करेंगे, यज्ञ में बहुत शक्ति होती है. And he sat down. and the power he had to sit and pray was beyond words could describe. And he sat down and the news came to Vibhishan. Now Vibhishan ji, till date nobody calls their children Vibhishan, right? Two names we have not seen, Kekai and Vibhishan. Although the sacrifice was great, right? They chose the path of the truth. They went towards the Lord not thinking कि हमारे नाम का क्या होगा. But Vibhishan knew all the secrets of Lanka. He knew all the secrets of Ravan. And that is why we say, when Vibhishan left Lanka, it was as if the soul had left the body. And the minute Vibhishan found out, कि अरे रावण यज्ञ में बैठ गए हैं, and if he completes this yajna, he will be undefeatable. So what do we have to do? We have to, by hook or by crook, any way, go and destroy the yajna. तो राम जी ने बोला ठीक है, आ जाओ अंगद हनुमान and हमारी वानर सेना, चलो. Whoever can jump, and at that time what they did is, they effortlessly jumped the walls, they effortlessly entered the kingdom, they effortlessly went to the palace, they effortlessly reached the place where Ravan was doing his yajna. And they started creating a destruction. But Ravan was sthit. हम तो एक आवाज आती है और इधर उधर हमारा ध्यान चला जाता है. यहाँ पे they are मचाओइंग तोड़फोड़, इधर तोड़ रहे हैं, उधर फेंक रहे हैं, इधर चिल्ला रहे हैं, they drag the queens also, but he is sitting in pure meditation. Nobody could break his attention. Then finally what they did is they started attacking him, hitting him, attacking him. When finally they bit him so much, they tried so hard that finally उनका आसन भंग हो गया, right? And he moved. He woke up, his mind wandered, and that's it. He realized कि ये तो यज्ञ खत्म हो गया. And just imagine, दो तरह के यज्ञ हैं, right? Initially when we go back to our Ramcharitmanas, जब छोटे छोटे थे राम और लक्ष्मण, right? And जब विश्वामित्र आए थे, Vishwamitra had come, he said, I want your sons to protect a yajna, right? Small little boys, right? They went to protect a yajna. They gave it their all to protect Vishwamitra's yajna. And over here it's the same Ram. He gave it his all to destroy this yajna. Just because it's yajna, that does not make it pure. इस यज्ञ में और उस यज्ञ में फर्क क्या था? These kind of thoughts should come to our mind when we are reading our scriptures. कि ऐसा क्या था कि यज्ञ को एक को तो ध्वस्त कर दिया. One yajna was destroyed and one was protected at any cost. Because that yajna was for the greater good. This yajna was for the good of the self. That was for dharma, this was for adharma. इसी के लिए कहते हैं ना, ऐसा नहीं है. The Lord is not foolish. He knows our intentions very well. यज्ञ करने बैठ गए, हमने बोला कि हमें तो फल ही नहीं मिला, तो सोचो ना क्या यज्ञ करा था आपने. Was your यज्ञ रावण का यज्ञ or was your यज्ञ विश्वामित्र का यज्ञ? You have to decide. Was it for the greater good or was it for the selfish benefit? कि if this happens, I'll do this. If that happens, we feel the Lord, yes, हमारे भोले हैं भगवान, very sweet. He humors us a lot. But बुद्धू नहीं है. And our scriptures tell us this. So when we are offering, when we are doing a yajna, when we are doing a prayer, when we are sitting there, clean the intentions. Which yajna would be protected and answered, which prayer would not be protected, is very clear in front of us. So the bifurcation should be, ये विश्वामित्र का यज्ञ कर रहा हूं मैं या रावण का यज्ञ कर रहा हूं. And the destruction happened. He realized कि अब तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. Now तो ठीक है, आ रहे पा रहे, and that's very dangerous. That made Ravan very dangerous. He realized now finished. Now nothing else is left. It is me, me, me and me only. And when he went to the battlefield, there were all ill omens. And all through Ramcharitramanas, we must have realized, they talk a lot about omens. Good omens, bad omens. And bad omens, like, so beautiful, the vultures flew, right? and being in the and there is no, he did not pay any attention to all these bad omens. Why don't we, just like Ravan, we also many a times don't pay attention to the omens around us? We operate as independent entities, which we are not. Right? Hamesha, there is a warning which is given. There is a message which will be sent. हम कुछ भी करने निकलते हैं ना, the omens matter. हम लोग लगते हैं ये क्या अंधविश्वास है? नहीं. We are but a part of the Shrishti, and the Shrishti, the plants and the animals, know a lot more than we know. They know about the impending good and the dangers also. But we don't pay attention. We feel that we are the almighty, all-knowing. We have isolated ourselves so much कि हमें समझ ही नहीं आता what the nature is trying to tell us. And the only way to reconnect is through purity. So over here, the omens are fierce. But Ravan notices them, but he says, ab kuch nahi ho sakta. Whether the omens are good or bad, I have to move forward and I am going to fight. And the destruction, again, when he comes raging in front, everybody gets fearful. एक बार तो वैदेही को भी लगता है कि अब क्या होगा, right? See, the most dangerous person is the person who says, now there is, everything is lost. What else can I lose? That is the thought. Sab ho gaya ab to. And it's dangerous. Never push anybody to that corner. कहते हैं ना, इतना भी मत खींचो कि वो टूट जाए. हर चीज की एक लिमिट होनी चाहिए. तो over here he had lost everything. कई बार होता है ना, when we are dealing with children also, people also, we should know when to stop. Right? In this battle, it's not applicable. But we should know how much can we push a person. Sometimes we push the person off the cliff to show us the worst in them. वो automatically बाहर नहीं आता है. Many a times we also have a role in it. ठीक है, एक बार बोल दिया, दो बार बोल दिया. Why push the person off the cliff? And then he'll feel कि गिर ही रहा हूं ना, तो फिर ठीक है. All the, even for the children also, then at that time, that लिहाज होता है ना, लोक लिहाज, that little bit of respect is over. Don't. We should also know to draw a line. So over here, everything was finished. अब और क्या मेरा खत्म होगा? And then that person becomes the most dangerous, and he came and he's shouting for a pure battle with Ram now. है ना? So Ramji finally comes forth. And the description of Ramji over here is so beautiful. He says, the Lord took his sarang bow. है ना? उनके हाथ में उनका सारंग है. Right? And his hands, and fastened it to his waist, the beautiful quiver with inexhaustibles. इतनी सारी arrows हैं जो कभी खत्म ही नहीं हो सकती. He had the power. Bal, Ati Bal, so many of the siddhis were given to him through blessings. All this journey from Ayodhya to today, where he is standing in front of Ravan, all the ordeals, all the hardship, all the blessings, all the battles prepared him for today. हमें लगता है ना कि in life we walk through a bed of roses and we'll be ready. No. If you're always walking through a bed of roses, how would you know how it feels and how to overcome the prick of a thorn? Every blessing counts. Every moment is important. Everything that happens to us in our life is making us the me that has come forward today. Never be embarrassed of the journey. Never be embarrassed of your mistakes. Never be embarrassed of the failures. Never be too full of the glories, because everything, the failure and the glory alike, made us what we are today. And we look back in life, if we say, oh, if I look back in life, I would change this, don't change anything. वो जो मति है ना कि I would have done that differently has come because so many wrong things were done and the realization dawned कि ये नहीं सही है. So राम कहते हैं ना, राम वन गए तो राम बन गए. That journey, that agony, that tapas, that sacrifice, that hardship was needed for him to be ready to fight Ravan today. We are a sum total of our pasts. Let's not try to change it. Right? And there he's standing and he says his waist is beautiful, inexhaustible arrows. He had a pair of muscular arms and a charming broad chest, right? Which was adorned by what? Bhrigo's foot. है ना? किसका पैर है उनकी छाती पे? Over here, it's a brahmana कहते हैं ना, Brahmin का, Bhrigu Rishi. And this story is so beautiful. And it is a reminder of how gentle and how loving Lord actually is. Right? So अब भृगु का पैर किसके छाती पे रहता है? विष्णु जी की, right? The story goes that once Vishnu ji was doing Shayan and Bhrigu had come to meet him and he was flustered because of something or the other. We won't go into the detail of the story, but because of being flustered, what he did was he came right to the chamber where the Lord was lying down and he hit the Lord with his feet on the chest. सोचो, प्रभु के चैम्बर में जाके सीधा पैर उनके छाती पे. नाउ थिंक ऑफ इट, कोई हमारे साथ ऐसा करे तो हम क्या करेंगे? Impulsive reaction क्या होगा हमारा? The impulsive reaction of the Lord was, he got up, he joined his hands, he said, I hope your feet are okay. I hope you did not get hurt, because मेरी छाती तो वज्र की बनी हुई है. It is very strong. It is like, iron. I hope your feet are okay. Even at that moment, nothing but the concern for that Bhrigu Maharaj came to his mind. Such a Lord is standing there. So the description of that foot is even when he's standing there in front of Ravan to fight him, to destroy, to win, to get Masita back, there is no anger there. It is still compassion. It is still love. It is still a lot of vivek which is taking place, which is there, sthit in his mind and heart. Because he is that Lord, they are bringing our attention to that Lord who did not lose his control even when he was kicked on the chest in his own bed. Even then there was concern for the other. So this kind of a composure is there when he's standing. That is a reminder that even now in his heart there is nothing but karuna. तो कौन कहता है कि जिसके मन में करुणा होती है, जिसके कोई वैरागी होता है, the person who is compassionate, the person who is content is not fierce. They are very balanced. When they enter the world with a lot of balance. And as we always say, their bucket is not leaking, the strength is intact. And he stood there, twanged his bow and everything shivered and shaked. यहाँ पे Ravan, he is not stopping. वहाँ पे Ram ji, what he did is, and he took out his bow and arrow and he shot. And it is said that when these arrows went, we say, right, the Yudh of Mahabharat was so gruesome. Over here, the description is as if there was a river, of blood which was flowing. There were, heads and bodies floating. There were all these spirits had come down to dance. It was so gruesome. That nothing could save the heart from twitching. कहते हैं ना खून की, with just one shot. This was with just one shot of Sri Ram. Right? And when this happened, suddenly Ravan realized. What did he realize? That there is no amount of fighting. Nothing can be done. कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते. And when he saw that, even what was the beautiful description and an analogy which we should not miss here is, he said the crows were fighting and the vultures were fighting for that dead body, although there were bodies in plenty. मतलब उनको लड़ने की जरूरत नहीं थी. Each could have had its fill and it would still have more. So the description over here, and they say, what a pity, fool, that you should continue to suffer from what even is such in such plenty. And this is sometimes, Tulsi Baba will suddenly, while he is describing the entire story, give an analogy and point towards us. Ki what a pity, fools, that you should continue to suffer from what even, from what are we suffering from in such plenty. We are also like those crows, jahan pe there is enough, there is so much, but we are suffering and we are fighting as if there is nothing. Isn't it? We are just like that. What a pity. So he beach mein na, he just gives that, and then it makes you stop and think ki yes, when there were so many dead bodies floating, we are just like the vultures who are still fighting for that one thing amongst each other. किसके लिए लड़ रहे हैं? There is so much that the Lord has given, and we see this in the world around us right now. Everybody is fighting for what, when there is enough for everybody. सबको वही चाहिए. क्यों चाहिए? And for that so much of blood is shed. Anyway, so there, victory, ये सब करके he walks on, and suddenly Ravan realizes that one shot of Shri Ram has destroyed his entire army. अब तो कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. Nothing is left. The soldiers are also gone. And it's him, me, solo. He's only alone standing there. But see, जो सामने खड़ा है वो रावण है. Alone also he's enough to vanquish all the 7 lokas and come back. So he said, ऐसे तो नहीं होगा. Now I have to use some tricks. So what he does is he uses the power of illusion. Ravan thought within himself, the demons have been wiped out. सब खत्म हो गया. And come to think of it, initially if you remember, when Surpankha had come crying to Ravan, right? She came crying and she said, this is what has happened to me. He cut off my nose and this and that, and Khar, Dushan and Trisara are also gone. There was this one person who fought the entire battle. So many soldiers vanquished. It was Ram. Because Lakshman ko to khada kar diya tha na. Lakshman was taking care of Ma Sita when the battle was going on at that time. He stood alone and he fought. The entire demons wiped out. At that time, Ravan thought, Kisi, ho na ho, maybe that divine has come down in human form. That divine has taken a human form, and if we still remember, he said, tamas tana, ये तामसिक शरीर ऐसे कुछ साधन नहीं होगा. See, it's very difficult. If we talk to ourselves also, हम क्या साधन कर पाते हैं, क्या तपस्या कर पाते हैं? एक आसन तो लगा के बैठ नहीं पाते हम. Are we able to sit for an unending duration in one आसन? क्या तपस करेंगे और क्या ताप करेंगे? Are we able to stay unending for 30 days without food? क्या तपस करेंगे, क्या ताप करेंगे? Are we able to spend, just take a day without anger or without, telling a lie? क्या तप करेंगे, क्या ताप, करेंगे? So Ravan actually understood his weakness. And that is the biggest strength. When you have a detailed understanding of your weakness, कि ये तो हमसे नहीं होगा, तो क्या होगा? Best is to die in his hands. So let him come. I'll take away Ma Sita. Ramji will definitely come. And why should I take away Ma Sita? Beautiful, right? हम कहते हैं ना, सुंदर कांड में हमारे रावण भी अच्छे थे. तो once I take away Ma Sita, Ravan will have to come here. And I will get moksha. Probably I still have the ability to do a little bit of tapas. But all the people in Lanka, they don't. So he made sure that each and every one gets moksha first, and then finally he starts. So he says, now everybody is gone. And what about the queens and the people who were not in the battlefield? Remember, he had gone to Ashok Vatika. And at that time, he took Mandodari with him. And what did he say? Ki tomorrow, indirectly, in so many words, we had discussed this. Tomorrow when I go to the battlefield, ye sab piche bach jayengi. Make sure that you take care of them. The ones who were not in the battlefield were made to surrender to Ma Sita before the battle. How can we forget that Ravan and Kumbhakaran were Jai Vijay once upon a time? And their entire journey through these 3 births was towards the Lord. हमारी भी जर्नी और कुछ नहीं है. They took 3 births, we might take thousands, but we are also journeying towards the Lord. For अद्वैती हम भगवान की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं, for an अद्वैती हम स्व की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं. There is no other way. There is no other direction. Some willingly walk, some unwillingly walk. Some walk gladly, some are pushed towards it. Some take 3 births, some take thousands and thousands and thousands of births, but the destination is the same, the journey is the same, the path will remain the same. So over here, let's get back to the battle. He realized that now the work is done, everybody is gone. Now let's take illusion, delusion. And this is what is happening. This is what Maya does, right? And what he did was, he created such an illusion that everywhere around, everybody could see Ram and Lakshman, Ram and Lakshman, Ram and Lakshman. And jahan pe bhi dekhe, they are seeing the Lord, they are seeing the Lord, they are seeing the Lord. And everybody got deluded but Sri Ram. Sri Ram realized that, okay, this is the elusive power he is using, let him use it. Even for a minute, Sheshnag, Lakshman ji also thought ki ye kya ho gaya. And Pure, all the Vanar Senas also saw amongst the demons host a number of Rams and Lakshmans, Rams and Lakshmans, Rams and Lakshman. Demons के बीच में राम लक्ष्मण दिख रहे हैं. हमारे साथ में भी ऐसा illusion नहीं होता क्या? Think about it. Many a times, in the seemingly good, isn't the bad hidden? It's a very, very important thing that he is bringing to our notice, that kahin baar, beyond what we think is good, beyond what we think is right, beyond what we think is worth doing, isn't that neti, nahi karna it. Often in our life, the negative is disguised as positive and we are always in denial. क्या कुछ ऐसा है? Think. ये सोचने वाली बात है कि ये इल्यूजन रावण तो वहां बैटलफील्ड में कर रहा है, हमारे साथ में भी तो इल्यूजन ऐसा नहीं हो रहा कि इट इज नथिंग बट एन इल्यूजन, पर हमें लग रहा है कि नो, ये तो भगवान का ही काम है, ये तो राम ही है, गुड ही है. It's no, there is no bad. And nobody else can do this analysis for us or break the illusion. Even Sheshna got deluded. Vanars so definitely got deluded. But Sri Hari, Sri Ram realized. And the only one who could break this illusion was him. With one arrow that he shot, all that mirage, all that, shadow, all that was created, vanished. Khatam. Ek second mein. So when the Lord can do this, why is it taking us so much time to take शरणागति? उनके लिए तो एक एरो का खेल है ना, ये जो माया जाल है, सब कुछ हटाना, right? But why aren't we able to take Sharanagati? That is the big question. In the battlefield, they went and they asked Duryodhan, तुम्हें पता है ना क्या सही है क्या गलत है? यहाँ पे तो इनको बेचारों को पता ही नहीं चल रहा था. Many a times we don't know. हम सोचेंगे ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? We always know. No, we don't know. Many a times the bad is disguised as a good and we live our life thinking कि हमने तो अच्छा ही किया. And then we say then why didn't we get the punya or get moksha? Because we did not know. And when they asked Duryodhan ki, when you know, अब तुम्हें तो पता चल गया कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है, right? इनको तो पता भी नहीं था. Then why can't you stop yourself from not doing what is wrong and walking towards the good? He says, I can't. Somehow मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है. I know देना चाहिए. I know मदद करनी चाहिए. I know मनुष्य जीवन is very rare. I know every moment is important. I know. But I can't. And when that can't comes, who is going to help us? It is the Lord. It is not the constant struggle of me trying to poke myself and saying, nahi, surrendering towards the Lord. When all else fails, it is only the Lord, भगवान, जो हमें बचा सकते हैं. किससे? Not from what our desires want, from the shackles of life and death, from the, कहते हैं ना, दलदल, the quicksand of संसार. We are sinking and we are sinking. जितना हम हाथ मारते हैं, like quicksand, isn't it? The more you try to get out, the more you get caught. Then who can rescue us? The Lord. So here also the Lord came to the rescue. That illusion that was created, nobody else could break but Sri Ram. One shot and all became clear. And now it was only Ravan and Sri Ram. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman.